Wake up to the sunrise, let the day begin. Johnny and Mark are here, let the laughter in. With every sip of coffee, feel the warmth inside. Conversations and humor take you for a ride. Your morning boost with Johnny and Mark, a perfect blend of laughter, igniting the spark, inspiration and insight. Join the journey, let them light your way. It's a brew of connection, a world to explore, a network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you. As the day unfolds, carry what you've heard, inspire and inform with every single word. Johnny and Mark beside you as you start a new day, the morning show that lifts you through and through. A network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no
You got
problem.
the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, I'm Johnny's Dough Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment. And when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale, in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions, chat shows, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and all are welcome. But there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another, and have a blessed day.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
See the special man.
You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun roots, Johnny understands.
Johnny understands.
Let him have it with no problem. See the
You're muted. You're muted.
I got it.
Ricky.
I know, right? Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Taco Tuesday show. How's everybody doing this morning? And Mark, how
Good
are you
morning.
doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
That's blessed. Scarlett says the angel is first today. Well, hello, good morning, and welcome, Scarlett. And guess who's second? It is none other than little Debbie. Hello, good
Hey,
morning.
little Debbie.
And Michael says, howdy, all you cool kids from Roman City, Bath Spa today. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Sounds relaxing. And Regina, hello, good morning, and welcome. National Dessert Day. Have a piece of, ooh, that does sound good. Let's see. Optimize is a happiness magnet. If you stay positive, good things and good people will be drawn to you. I like that.
Yeah.
And Randy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And that is so true, Regina. That is so true.
Angel of the toilet.
Let's see here. But it's certain potentials. That's right. And Craig, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome.
Morning, Craig.
And Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing?
Morning, Glenn.
Welcome. You know, you're the first one to actually say anything about that in my intro. I've been doing that from day one of every day is a holiday and every meal's a banquet. Thank you for that, little Debbie. I wasn't sure if anybody ever noticed it. I think somebody once before did, but that was like years ago. And Jennifer, hello, good morning, and welcome. And don't forget, today is Friends, Selling with Friends on Mark's
It
channel.
is.
I'll be there at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Claudette, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome.
Morning, Claudette.
And Miss Denise, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you.
Miss D.
And welcome. Telling everybody hello. Let's see. Sounds better that way. Oh, okay. Like what, Craig? What are you talking about, Craig? And Melinda, hello, good morning, and welcome. And tell Sweet Zane he is in my thoughts and prayers. Joanne, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing?
Morning, Joanne.
Welcome. And Robin, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And I see that a lot of other chats are having the handles in their chat. So you might need to get used to that because I've been seeing that a lot lately. That's right, the Drop Queen link. That's right. That's Jennifer for you. So, Mark, what do you got going on this week?
Friends selling with friends.
What?
For about 6 hours. Yes.
That's
Got
right.
a good lineup today.
Twice a month. That's right.
That's right. The first or the second and fourth Tuesday of every month.
And do you have any openings left for the rest of the year?
I think I have one left, December 23rd.
Wow.
Yeah. What friends are you selling, Mark?
The question is, would anybody buy them?
That's true too.
That is the question. All right, if anybody would like to, just to let y'all know, on DC October 25th, Reseller Community Shop Up, anybody is welcome to do this. I do have 2 spots left. I need to have it filled by this weekend so I can get everything lined up and get everything ready for everyone for the show. Is at 2:30 or 4:30. If I cannot get those filled in, we'll have to shorten the show up for the October show. But I do have 2 spots left. 2:30 and 4:30 left. Remember, that's for anybody who wants to do a pre-recorded uploaded video, a live. You can do it as a live. Glamwell's done it as a live, or you can do it as a premiere. It's up to you. But we do need to have it up at least the day before your actual time slot goes up. I'm sure there's someone who is friendly. Yeah, you're right about that. And then on November the 4th, for the members reseller rapid fire round, I do have time slots left at 1:15, 3:45, 4:15, or 4:45, and that's for members who are part of the membership of the channel. Remember, you do not have to be a member to be in the chat or to purchase. You just need to be a member to be on the panel. Let's fill up those 2 spots. Anybody can do it, even if you're new at it. I can be glad to help you go walk you through it. I even have a video on how to do a premiere video. It's very easy, just like if you were uploading, and you just do it as an uploaded sale. I supply you with everything, including the thumbnail and the lineup. You just have to do your own video, and you can do it however you choose. That's right. Let's get it filled up. We only got 2 spots left. And this is just something I do every month, the last Saturday of each month, to get all the resellers together. What you gonna say, Mike?
What time do you have?
2:30 or 4:30.
Well, put me down for the 2:30.
You got it. No, that's all we got left is 4:30. All right, I just got 4:30 left. Anybody wants it, make sure you let me know. You can even say it in the chat, and I'll be glad to fill it in so I can get all my, because I got things I got to get done, including the lineup. I'll get everybody's information into the description, and then send everybody their information, and they can just copy paste and put in. I have all that ready for your description as well, all the tags, the date for the video, and everything. I'll have all that ready for you. I have it in a Word document. That's easy for you just to copy paste and put it in your video. That's what I try to do to make it easy for you. You just got to do your own video, however you want. Remember, it's on your channel, and when you do a premiere, you're just going to be there like it would be a live, but you're actually in the chat with everybody. Yeah. You've been a member for 37 months. Well, thank you so much, Little Debbie. And if y'all haven't noticed, on the main page of my channel, anyone who has been a member of this channel for 18 months or more, you are featured under the members tab on the homepage. Michael says, today is the last day in England. We fly back tomorrow morning. We have posted a few videos. Oh, okay. I'll have to check them out. And it's on this channel here, Michael? Because I haven't gotten any notifications.
I haven't either.
I've been seeing your post on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's got several. Well, I got to catch up. Yep, I got it open. All right, I got you, Michael. I got your tab open so I can watch it later. Yes, he made 3. I know, I just noticed that. I don't know. Let me make sure my notifications are set up. Yeah, it says, because it said no. Oh, there we go. That's why I'm not getting your notifications. It turned it to none. That was weird. So, yeah, it's all now. So I should get your notifications now. I hate it when they do that.
Yeah.
Especially when I always have to check and see, because I know I'm subscribed to a lot of people. And you go to think you're going to be watching there, and then you're not subscribed. So you got to check that too. He's in my country. Yes, he's visiting your country right now, Scarlett. He's on vacation. He's coming back tomorrow. Yeah. So if anybody has anything special going on, let us know. Jennifer's been dropping links in the chat. Make sure you check those out. He is in your... Is there a way to tell who leaves a thumbs up? No. Nope. The only way you'll know is the number. Like, I do have it on there, like the numbers. You can even leave it, if you set it up in your settings, you can do it as none at all, or you can just do number of thumbs up numbers and thumbs downs. But they don't even show the thumbs down total no more. They used to. But no, there's no way to see that. Just like if somebody is in YouTube that has their settings on their YouTube channel set as private, you won't know if they're subscribed to you or not. You won't know that because they're private on their YouTube channel. It was me. I left one. So, Debbie, you talking about your short videos? Because I always leave a thumbs up. That's one thing for me. Anytime I go to anybody's video, I usually watch it, and then before it ends, I always make sure either I go when I first get there and hit the thumbs up, or within the middle of the video, I give a thumbs up just to make sure I don't miss it. I try to do it before the video ends. Sometimes that happens. I get excited about a video and I just start watching. And it's like, oh, I got to put the thumbs up. Yeah, it happens. I do that a lot. Well, everybody, as y'all know, we do this every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And of course, today is no different. We have our little topic set up for the day. So without further ado, let's get into our topic of the day. again, today we're going to be talking about it's never too late to witness to others of things that we experienced and can benefit from. The power of post experience witnessing, sharing your journey of growth. Have you ever felt like the moment of a share to share a pivoted life experience that has passed? Think again. Today we will explore why it is never too late to witness to others of things that we have experienced. We'll be talking about a deep impact on how to share our personal testimonies, the moments of struggles, the breakthroughs, and the enduring lessons that we can learn on how to process and share your past, no matter how long ago it has happened. We can bring healing to you and profound clarity of those who are listening. We want to encourage you to share your history as a platform of hope. Take it away, Mark.
Your past isn't just yours. How to turn life experiences into inspiration. Stop keeping your wisdom to yourself. This morning, we're challenging the idea that your life experiences are too old or too personal to share. Our topic, It's Never Too Late to Witness to Others of Things We Experienced, will give you the ways to start sharing your story today and show you how your personal history can be the spark of motivation someone else desperately needs. Hit the play to unlock the power of your own narrative.
And that is true. We got some new people that came in, so let's do this real quick. I saw Scarlett is too shy. Yeah, we know that already. Aha. Let's see. Paula, hello, good morning and welcome. And Ellen, hello, good morning and welcome. And how
Morning,
are you?
Paula.
Good to see y'all.
Hey, Ellen. It's good,
Uh,
Ellen.
sure is. Ellen. Everybody's saying hello. So, in other words, Danielle, hello, good morning, and welcome to you as well. Hello, hello, and welcome.
Good morning.
And the reason we want to talk about this again, we have a couple of topics that we always write down and we explore it after. A lot of times when you don't know who else may be going through that same situation, and you can share your experience and what you've learned from things that you've done in your journey, whether it's good or bad. What did you learn from it? Did you improve on it? Did you do that same thing over and over? And again, we want to share that because of the fact you just never know what somebody else is going through, that they can get that boost of, oh, I can do that. Thank you for sharing.
Moon Chaser.
Moon
Hi,
Chaser.
hon.
Hello, good morning and welcome. And good to see you again. How have you been?
You are up early.
Yes. Good to see you. Welcome. Everybody else is saying hello to each other. So, what are some of the things that you have done that you've learned through your journey of learning how to um, be a witness to things that you experienced that helps you grow in your journey? Share your stories with us because you just never know when it can inspire somebody.
I'm going to go ahead and bring this up.
Go for it.
Some of you know, and some of you don't. In 2008, I started losing my eyesight. I had detached retina in my left eye. It detached 5 times
I didn't know that.
within a year. In 2011, my right eye detached, the retina detached.
Mm-hmm.
For 7 years, I was, well, I'm still considered legally blind. But for 7 years, I was totally blind. Couldn't drive. I mean, I had to have um, help. Um, and it it was very depressing for me. I had a career that I absolutely loved, and I literally lost everything: house, car, uh, relationship, and I can say today I don't regret one moment of it because it taught me that I am so much stronger than what I believed.
That's true.
I learned so much, and it was rough because I was a go-getter. I was, let's make it happen.
Well, let me
And
ask you
that
this: were you going to the eye doctor regularly, or did it just all happen and you didn't know what was going on?
it just all happened, and
Oh,
they
wow.
still do not know.
What
Well,
caused it?
my the doctor said we don't know why because my blood pressure was good. Um, all the normal stuff.
Hmm.
He doctor told me, he said your um um oh, what do they call it? I can't think. um my eyeballs are extremely large. They take up the whole socket. That's the only thing they can,
Hmm.
which is
Randy
unusual.
says, I've learned to keep my eyes and ears open, but keep my lips shut until the right moment. Little Debbie says, I just heard yesterday that's happening to Angie Resells. Really? Wow. Let's see here. 710. Hello, good morning, and welcome.
Morning,
And how are you
710.
doing? Good to see you. Welcome.
Cheryl Benjamin.
Carol, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you
Hey,
doing?
hon.
Good to see you. Welcome. So again, what we can learn is when you witness to others of things you experienced and learn from it and the challenges that we face on a daily basis, it's a great way to witness to somebody else who you never know or going through the exact same thing that can help them overcome those same obstacles.
Claudette, it's an experience, hon. Not a good one, but it will teach you that you are stronger than what you believe.
Regina.
And um, I only have I have one good eye, and that's my right one. That the other one, to put it in perspective, with glasses, my right eye, I'm at 20/30. My left eye, I'm at 20/300.
Oh, wow. Melinda says, I had a major MS episode in 2016. Doctors told me that I would never walk again. I said, not happening. Went from a wheelchair to a walker, to a cane, to walking. I pushed myself daily. That is awesome. And I love hearing these stories. We need to witness to others in case of somebody you don't know that's going through the same thing. Craig says, better to see that mark on glass. That's true. But we still need help every now and then, too. Even though we can see things, we still need help. That's why we got all these extra aid things that we can use. I have an eye condition in one eye, too. But lucky it seems that it be transferring into the other eye yet. Okay. It's me, Angie. Hello, good morning, and
Hey, it's
welcome.
me,
And how are you
Angie.
doing? Good to see you. There are some things people won't want to know about me. Well, if it can help somebody get through something, that'd be a great thing to share. When you share your stories, you may reach somebody who is in the dark and shine a light on them. And that is true, Regina.
Yeah.
That is so true. And wave the light. Pull them out of the darkness and let them know you're not alone. Exactly. And that's one of the reasons why we had this topic today, because Mark and I have been talking about a couple of things. And every time we do talk, like behind the show, after the show, before the show, and I think of things, or even when I'm just doing something in the office and I think of something, I happen to write it down because if not, I'm going to forget. And then I turn around and do my little research to add to it. And that's how we get our topics, because it's something that we've either thought about, talked about, or experienced, and we want to share with y'all to make it into a
And
topic.
I had no intention of telling that story.
Right. Well, he didn't know that I picked that topic for the day either.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. And we don't talk about it until the beginning of the show. Okay, which topic you want to do today? And that's how we basically do it, from a spreadsheet. Everybody saying hello and good morning. So yeah, it's always great to share your story, and it's not something to have somebody feel bad for you.
No,
It is a way of you to testify and witness to somebody that it is okay to share your story. And like Regina said, they may be in a dark place, they may be going through the same thing, but us telling our true story and motivating somebody to spark that motivation for them to change the way they're thinking of things, we don't know what they're going through. But if we can sit there and help them come out of it and look at it in a different way, in a positive way, then we've succeeded to what we wanted to do for that person. Just think about it. Have you ever heard of somebody who tells you everything, but there's some things that you just don't hear some people tell you? Because a lot of people feel that they need to keep it close to them. They don't want you to feel sorry for them.
no.
But we are
Yeah,
all here to do
because
better.
pity is not going to help.
No, I'll tell my story not for something but to encourage. And that's exactly what we'll be talking about, Angie. Amen.
Yep.
And that's what it should be. You should be able to witness to somebody else to help them, and don't think you're going to do it because you just wanted sympathy. It doesn't go far. I guarantee you, if that's what you're looking for. But if you
It's
can do it and
vital to
help
share how
somebody,
you coped with the situation, what to do and what not to do.
exactly.
Absolutely, Randy.
Yep.
Um, after, so I shared that I lost literally everything. I moved in. I moved. I took my 401k, cashed it in, and bought a trailer. I could afford it, and I could have my dog. I was there for 4 years, and my daughter was so much help because she would take me to the grocery store and blah blah blah, doctor's appointments and all that. Um, but I found so my nephew was going to sell a truck, and I called my nephew up and I said, "Bring that truck over here. I want it." And he gave me a ration of crap. What does a blind man need with a truck? I said, "Don't you worry about it. I've got cash. I'll buy that truck." He brought it over to me and I paid him. And he says, "I still don't understand why a blind man needs a truck." And I told him, I said, "Mikey, if you have a truck, you are extremely popular." I said, "There's two rules. The truck doesn't leave my driveway unless I'm in it, and you have to fill it, put gas in it. Whoever borrows it, I have to be in the truck because I was spending way too much time at home.
Right.
My daughter had her family that she needed to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter also gave me a ration of crap over it. Well, Dad, I don't know why you wasted your money." And I said, "I didn't." And the two people that had abused me the most was my daughter and my nephew, constantly coming over, borrowing my truck, and I was out and about.
At least you got out of the house. Yeah.
I got out of the house.
That's true. All right, we have a new person in the chat, Chris the Flash 91.
Hey,
Hello, good morning,
Chris.
and welcome, and everybody give a big warm Cajun welcome to Chris the Flash. And how did you hear about the channel? And welcome. Always great to see new people in the chat. And Lenore, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how
Good
are you
morning,
doing? Good
Lenore.
to see you. And Mia, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And I saw something that Mia posted in the chat I want to get to. Oh, it was Paula. So when my daughter was born sick, and she had not supposed to live, but she survived every milestone they put. I had trouble coping with it. Aw, well, that's good that she survived. That's great to hear. Marlene, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So yeah, there is no story that's not going to be too small to testify about and witness to somebody, because you just never know what they're going through. They may just need that helping hand of a story that you have and how you overcome it, succeeded with it, and was able to move on and help somebody through their time of need or their time of darkness. And that's what we should be doing. We should be lifting others up. But everything ended up okay. Yeah, right? Exactly. That's good news. So, if anybody has any stories you would like to share, let us know. Again, it's something that you never know who you're going to help through their time of need. That's something we should do every day as much as we can. Not every day we'll have a story to tell, but we can always help somebody through their darkest time.
Right. Hey,
Uh,
Patrick.
Patrick, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see your remote office today. Well, tell that Patrick too that I said hello. Oh,
Which, and once
she's
again, I do
26
not.
now in April.
I'm
Wow.
glad that I went through it. It is part of what has made me the man I am today.
Yeah. And just like you don't know, for example, and in my situation is different. For me, back in 2003, I was getting to where I couldn't do a lot of things and I couldn't figure out why. One of the things I always believe in is if you pay for insurance, use it. Because that's what I did. And I went in and got some tests done and kind of find out had to get put in the hospital that night because I had leukemia. How I didn't know how I got it. Well, how does it happen? Poor me. So my first thing was when the testing and all was done, they put me a PICC line in my arm. That is the major scar I have on my arm right here to this day. It's a PICC line they had to put in for me to start getting my chemo. And the doctor said, well, you only have 3 months to live. And I looked at him and I said, who? Not me. I do not have an expiration date at the bottom of my foot.
Mm-hmm.
So I went through, did what I had to do. I stayed in the hospital for about 3.5 months. And then I went into remission. Then I had to get these shots weekly. I had to go in person and get these shots in my stomach. And the nurse had to rotate. I had to remember what side to put it in because they had to rotate. It was called Procrit. And I tell you one thing. I don't wish going through chemo for nobody because I couldn't eat anything. Anything I smelt with food got me sick. It was hard to keep anything and try to eat anything that I can live on that I wouldn't get sick from. But then went into remission. And in 2007, it came back. And I told the doctor, I do not want to go through chemo again. I don't wish it on my worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I did a bone marrow transplant. And I've been in remission since. So yeah, I know sometimes when we receive bad news, sometimes we have to look at it in a different way. Not everybody's story is going to end up the way that we all want it to go, but a lot of times God doesn't give us anything we cannot handle. It's what we learn from it and share with others that'll help others become stronger. That is my story of what I went through. Let's see here.
And we're giving you the short version.
Yeah, exactly. Short as I can give you. When I was 20s, nobody told me that was so bad that I would never have children. So I got pregnant.
Well, Randy, that's one way to put it.
That's a one.
Congratulations, hon.
Yeah. Yes, Patrick. The penthouse. Patrick. Amen, Johnny. That's what I told him. No, not me. He laughed. He said that he liked my sense of humor. I said, well, let's get something done about it. Yes, I am grateful to be here today. And that's when I became an ambassador to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of New Orleans. And exactly, he's always watching over us. He will not give us anything we cannot handle. Doctor told me I had 7 years to live with this disease. I've been
Angie, we are absolutely blessed
that is a blessing.
You are with us.
Doctor says you can't say believe. Yes, I can. That's right. Exactly. Watch me. Don't tell me I can't do something. Helen says, I like to tell people about people's like YouTube. Look at what you do and how positive and kind. And you know what? We have to look at it in a positive way because, yes, we all go through something in a negative way, but it's how you turn it around in a positive way to uplift others that you don't realize you're uplifting. And that's what our goal is. And we love it. We wouldn't have it
So
any other way.
when I was at my lowest point, fortunately, I have an older sister that she kicked my butt and she kicked it good, but it's exactly what I needed to hear.
Yep. Sometimes that tough love is hard. Sometimes somebody has to tell you something you don't want to hear, but sometimes it could be that aha moment and wake you up.
Yep.
Like that
And
smack in
but
the face, so to speak.
okay, she, as far as I know, she doesn't watch, so she's still feeling guilty about it, and I'm
That's
gonna
right,
let her.
Cheryl. That is so true.
It's it it's my sister. She needs to feel guilty about the way she treats me.
And that is true, Randy. That is so true. All right, let me go and get some links dropped in the chat while I'm thinking of it. It is that time to drop these links.
And
Good
just in
morning.
case, Linda, I love you so much. I love you to the moon and back. You'll never know how
In
much.
case if she's listening and lurking, right? Because you never know. All right, there's the links. That's Jennifer's YouTube channel. There's her Etsy store. Also, please do not forget, start to make sure you drop your links to any platform you sell on. We're doing this for the next 3 months. It's that time of the year. You never know when somebody's looking for something for a gift for somebody special, and they can turn around and start shopping in your own platforms that you sell on. So drop your links to platforms you sell on. As y'all know, Jennifer's already been dropping your links to your YouTube channel. So why don't you drop your links to the platforms you sell on, no matter what platform it may be? Yes, you can drop them all if you have multiples of any platform you sell on. Drop them. All right, the link to come on up is at the top of the chat. If anybody would like to come on up and promote your channel, you're more than welcome to do it. Let's see. That is so true, Randy. Listing and law or lofting. I don't sweat the small stuff. I don't either, Angie. It's too, yeah. I live my life to the fullest every day. And we have to. Tell this drama. Yeah, we ain't got time for that. No. Life's too short. You're so right about that, Angie. Doctor don't want anything.
Doctors don't know everything.
That's true. Accident when your daughter was 2, doctor wanted us to unplug her life. Oh no. She does.
That's why they're called practicing physicians.
Yes, that's true. Well, thank you for sharing that, Melinda. He never promises that we won't be in trouble, but he promises that we'll always be missing your. That's so true, Cheryl. Amen. Here is my story. Send me an offer on platform. I love it, Patrick. There are my links up there. That's all.
Morning, Wonder Woman.
Etsy, do you? I thought you started selling or setting up on Poshmark, Jennifer. Have you ever done that yet? Wendy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Cheryl says, a year and a half ago, they said they were stopping my husband's treatment for cancer because it wasn't working. Really? Wow. They are putting my Uncle Joe in hospital. No, you're not sending me into the wild blue yonder. I'll go when I say I'm going to go. He passed 4.5 years later on his terms. Wow. That is awesome to hear.
Mia.
He died at the age of 92. Wow. Not poshing? Okay. Well, I thought you were going to sign up for Posh. I guess not. Yeah. So, what does anybody and everybody have going on today? Let us know in the chat. That is wonderful. But yeah, Mia's got I know exactly where her family had a business in New Orleans. I used to pass by there a lot when I cleaned houses down there. I'm not in the market for it in a jar. She said, I'm not in the market, Patrick. I know she's talking to you. I do know how much longer he has, but he is still here, and I thank him for every because of the younger is only 22. Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Cheryl. I will make you a heck of a deal. You know that everyone I'm amazed on what Patrick gets to list on eBay. He gets away with it. I am really in shock sometimes. In a pretty jar. That's right. That is right. He does make sure it looks good. It's my day off. What? You got a day off? Setting up for the week.
What?
Setting up packages, sorting, organizing, breathing, and eating, and watching TV. I hear that. I'm gonna pay bills and put around the house. Okay. I got to be on today at 1:30 on the Friends Selling with Friends.
Oh, now you don't gotta.
Well, I scheduled. I signed up for it. I do have to. Because if I don't, I'm gonna look bad. I got a funeral I got to go to at 2 o'clock that I'm doing today. Oh, sorry to hear that, Paula. There's Mia's Etsy store, y'all. I didn't realize you were on Etsy. Also,
Oh,
Friday. Would you buy it or would you leave it if you sold anything the last couple of weeks and you haven't shared with us? Don't forget to email me and with the link to the item that sold in the email. Make sure you include where you bought it, how long it took to sell, and how much you paid for it or where you bought it from. But also, if you took an offer, what was that offer for? Make sure
so is this cheese toasty like a grilled cheese?
that's what I'm thinking. I think so. I think that's what they call it. Um, But make sure you send in my email before 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday, please. You can send it anytime. You don't have to wait till Friday. Actually, that would be like almost anything. Yeah, you're right about that. There's the link for Friends Selling with Friends. There's Regina's Posh. Patrick says, if you are in the mood for a really used pair of sandals. Patrick, you too funny. Yes, he would.
Mm-hmm.
Without a heartbeat. Yep, it
Oh,
is grilled cheese. Okay, that's what I thought.
okay.
Ooh, we got a guest coming up today. And y'all,
No.
yes! And guess who it may be? Regina!
Hey.
Hello,
Everybody.
good morning and welcome. How are you
Good morning.
doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you.
What are you,
Busy week.
you
Busy week.
seem like you're in a different room somewhere.
Yeah, I'm at home. I'm
Oh,
at home.
okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this is home. Excuse mess. Been going through some boxes and stuff. So,
Ooh, inventory. Yeah.
yeah. So, I just wanted to chime in. I know when you're going through stuff, you may think you're totally alone, and I totally get it. When I was at my lowest point, to say this out loud to other people, it's always so hard. But I'm a survivor of molest from my childhood, from a family member. So of course I carried that from the time I was 5, 6 years old up until my teens. So and you get groomed, of course, to tell everybody, don't tell, don't tell, don't tell. And it wasn't until I was in my mid 20s, late early 30s maybe, that I hit my lowest point, and I tried to commit suicide, and I almost succeeded.
Mhm.
So
Randy says, I
Mhm.
hate Regina. Barely 8 a.m. and she's up there
hey,
like, get done, get
I was rushing to get dressed and everything. Anyway, so you know when you're that kind of when you're in that state of mind that you are totally alone, and then of course that person is living rent free in your head.
Mhm.
It's just it's hard to get out of that rut, to climb out of that dark hole. And when I did try to commit suicide, it shined a light on me, And, of course, nobody knew what I was going through, because I was PTSD and all that good stuff going along with that incident. And of course, the little incident that finally broke that straw, of the camel's back, you know, was very, very trivial. But with everything else that went with it, I'm like, and I was finally talking to, the doctors and everything. And I finally just let it out. And he's like, you know, finally, he's like, don't, try not to give your power to this person who's living rent free in your head. And to me, it
Exactly.
was an aha moment. It was very much an aha moment, and I've tried to live that way now. And every time I tell this to anybody, it takes more of my power back, because every once in a while it does creep up and it starts living up here, and they're living rent free. And I'm like, no, you are not. You will get your justice in the end. And I am taking my power back. You will not, you know, affect me anymore. So I always try to be a positive, uplifting person, because you never know what somebody's going through. And if you tell your story, or you tell, like I said, you bring that person, you may help shine a little light to say you are not alone, and you can bring them to a better spot.
Yep. Lift them up.
Lift
Exactly.
them up,
Now I
because
don't know if most of y'all remember um, um, Danny Mae's Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all watched, I want to say it was 2, maybe 3 years ago. I was a guest on her channel with someone, and that was the first time that I've been on YouTube that I shared several things about my life when I went through the telling the family I was gay when I came out, and being abused from family members when I was 8 years old, 7 years old, by other family members. That was the first time I actually said anything in public, but I was on her channel. And so I really don't talk about it a lot, because for me, and I agree with you as well, Regina. Sometimes we do have to talk about it, because sometimes I understand about the rent in the head,
hmm
because just the other day I was thinking about it again, and again, all those family members are passed away. But it still brings back those memories. Sometimes you have that overlaps of, it comes back to your mind about it, and it could be something that is a trigger,
Mm-hmm.
but it's okay because you are taking control of it, and you have to.
yes,
But when you're talking about it to someone else, you don't know what they're going through, so we've been there, so I know. I carried it on for years, but it wasn't until after my mom had passed away that I was wanting to commit suicide, just like you were saying. And it's hard, because then nobody wants to let you. It's hard to tell anybody, because again, you feel like it's your fault. I used to blame
Mm-hmm.
myself for it, and we all go through that. But once you take stand and stop the name blaming to yourself, and you take control of it, you'll feel much better.
yes,
And that's just the way I dealt with it. But everybody deals with it differently, and sometimes we take a wrong road, but we have to have that wake up moment, that'll change us back to where we need to be. And that's what we need to be here for each other, for that reason. And be a testament of what you've been through. I know hubby was going to prepare work in the kitchen early this morning.
oh man, Randy, oh, that would make me feisty too.
Yes, it is a brave thing to talk about, but again, we need to be here for each other. You just never know
Yep.
when somebody else is going through that.
Right.
And again, I was at 7, 8 years old, that's the earliest I can remember. But there's a lot of us that when we deal with it, we keep it bottled in. We're ashamed. I was ashamed of it. I kept blaming myself, and we tend to do.
And yeah, I have my story too, but I'm yeah.
And
And your
again,
story, Mark, is just as important as
yep,
Johnny's story, as my story, as
Yep.
everybody's story on that is here in the chat today.
Oh,
I don't
absolutely.
I don't tell my story just for sympathy. I don't want your sympathy.
No.
You know, you can empathize with me. I empathize with you,
Yep.
but I tell it so that maybe if you are going through such a horrific situation or whatever it is, that maybe I can be a little beacon for you to let you know that you are not alone,
Yep.
and that suicide is not the answer. It
No.
is. It is not the answer.
No.
No, there's a reason that we made it through it, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't recommend getting your stomach pumped. It's awful. It's awful. I'll let you know.
I have not gone that far,
Oh
but
yes,
yeah,
I
I
was that
know what
far.
you're saying.
I
Never
had yeah, I had a whole bottle of pain pills. You know, luckily I didn't take
Mine
any.
didn't work either.
Yeah,
So
well, for some reason, I was at work, which is the weirdest thing. I was at work, but it was just the little incident that's snapped my straw happened there, and I just could not see through the pain at that time. So, and then for some reason, my mom, who's got great ESP, she called me, and I had already taken everything, and I was just waiting for it to kick in, and I wanted to go to sleep, and that was it. I just wanted the pain to stop. For some reason, she knew, and when she called me, and she was talking to me, I broke down, and that's she of course I had to hand the phone to my supervisor. My supervisor told her what I'd done, and of course then they called the ambulance, and away I went. So, and I still couldn't tell anybody why, what was still going on,
Correct.
you know, because you're groomed. You're groomed to not tell, not tell, not tell. And it
Don't
wasn't until
tell
like
anybody.
talking to the therapist that it's you have to tell. You have to tell at least at some one person, and hopefully that your confidence in that person is trustworthy. Even if it's like I said, if it's a therapist, go see a therapist or a psychiatrist or whoever. Someone
and
that
don't be ashamed of it. Oh
no,
my God, please don't. That was the best
Yeah,
thing I could have ever done.
yeah,
and it makes us stronger.
yes,
Yeah.
It also helps others that you don't know who's going through something. You can help them through it and get them on the other side of being a positive person, but also thinking of things in a different manner. I
no,
know growing up, it was never say anything. You're going to be in foster care if you say anything, and this, that, and the other, and
They're going to take your mom and dad away. They're
yeah,
going to take
and
your mom away. You'll never see your brothers again.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, no.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you're not alone. That's
no,
my take on this. You're not alone. We've all have ways that we can help somebody that we just don't realize it. What awful is that probably 7 out of 10 people our age to me really help so many people. Yes, that is so true. You can't come back up from the dead until you rock bottom. That's true too.
that is true. That is
That
true.
is true. But again, don't be ashamed. And I know it's hard, better said than done, but a lot of times we are talking from experience that once you hit bottom, there's only one way up. But uh, bring yourself to people, gather around those who can help you and give you positive feedback, lift you up, encourage you, and help you through it, whatever it is you're going through. You're
Yep.
not alone.
Because this is your power to tell. You're taking back your power when you
It just
speak
is
your
amazing
truth.
that we're talking about this because, like, this month is also part of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And with domestic violence, it's not just a partnership of somebody you're with.
No,
It's also with being as a child. I look at it this way: you're a child, stay a child, live as a child. We shouldn't have to be dealing with this kind of stuff. And it's not just you that's being affected by it. There's a lot of people being affected by it. But again, we're here to help you and get you through it because you're not alone. No one's alone. Well, you might feel that way, but you're not. Jeffrey, hello, good
Good
morning, and
morning,
welcome.
Jeffrey.
Howard.
good morning,
So good
Jeffrey.
to see you. So just remember that everybody's going to be here for you if you need it, no matter what it may be. And I know we will feel that we are ashamed of what happened, but only you can overcome it and stand forth and stand your ground. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And I look at it, for the people that in my family that I told, if they didn't believe me, that's their problem. I know what happened. That is their problem, whether they believe me or not.
It is
Mhm.
exactly, Ellen.
Yeah,
Amen, Alan.
it does. They live rent free for a long time.
And I've learned this the hard way about being able to overcome it and heal. Because a lot of times we don't look at it as healing. We think of it as it's our fault. We feel bad about it and we don't want to tell nobody because it makes us look bad. But then you learn to overcome it and you break over that silence to the part of you can help somebody else. But what's the good thing that makes me feel good about it is that I don't have the blame game on myself anymore. It's over with, and help others get through it.
Yeah, because
You have to be there. Yeah. And it could be something good for someone else that you just don't realize that you're reaching out to. You don't know what's going on in somebody's mind or what's going on in their life. It's not just physically; it could be mentally, emotionally. Jeffrey, I thought I replied to you already. I believe I did. But anyway, we need to be there for each and every person.
right, absolutely. And I'm here for anybody if you ever need an ear.
And that's what
Damn
we
it,
need.
I need a hug. Get up here.
Oh!
No, I want you at the door.
Well, if I didn't have friends selling with friends today.
Well, yeah, there is that. Okay,
There's that, yeah.
maybe in a week or two.
Yeah, this is a crazy week for me.
Ellen, you do go to Craig's channel to discuss it. Different content to keeping you the secret. That is your power. That's right. Yep. And I had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
For me.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. And it took to the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. And again, it's amazing on how once you do overcome it and get on the other side of it and you take control of it, you feel a lot better. It'll make you feel 100% better. And you got to start healing that. That's the only way you can start healing. You have to take that control. Only you can do it. No one else is going to do it for you.
And it's not easy.
No, it's not.
No. I had to be brave this morning because I've
Yes,
never.
you did.
I've told a few people, confidence that's, close to me, but,
Right.
just to blurt it on this, that does take a lot.
And it is. It is.
But I'm, I don't wish it on anybody. I do not
No.
wish it on anybody to have to go through that. But like I said, it has made me help form me the person that I am.
And you know what makes me sick is when I hear the news in this day and age, compared to when we were growing up. We never heard about this.
No.
We never reported it. But now there's so much that people are finally stepping up and reporting it, and it's sad because 9 times out of 10, it's somebody in a school, somebody of a seniority, or somebody that somebody's looking up to,
It is.
someone that we respect, or somebody that we know, whether it be a family member, a teacher, a coach. And it's amazing on how many people are finally stepping up to this day compared to back in the day. And it's amazing on how many people are actually getting caught, and there's nothing they can do about it because they got the proof now, and there's so much that's changed since back in the day. But again, they still have that. I can't tell somebody because then I'm gonna get in trouble, and that's wrong. It's wrong. You ain't sharing your sympathy, your message.
No,
Your message
no,
is no matter how bad you think it'd be coming through. That's right. We never gave up. That's right. I say we make Regina the warden.
And that maybe that's why I did go into corrections eventually, so I could kind of heal myself, but also try to be that bright spot in
Beacon of
that
light.
negative environment.
Yep, the beacon of light. And that's for anybody, male, female, it doesn't matter. Transgender. Everybody faces something, and we all matter. You matter, no matter what.
Yes,
Thank you, Wendy.
For the evil
Yeah,
and survive. That is so
yeah.
true. Yeah.
And I know
And
that
that's
that individual, they'll get theirs in,
exactly.
when they are
Yep.
there.
Exactly.
They didn't go to prison, they didn't go to jail or nothing like that, but I know they will attune to the maker, God, when it's their judgment day.
That's the way I look at it too. You have to, because if not, like you were saying, is and like Jennifer said, don't let them the rent. Don't let them stay in your head. They just take in space. Say that with kindness, most people have been through it and found their way back into the sunshine. And you have to. It's hard. It will be hard, but it's worth the rewards at the end. You and faith are yourself. That is so true. Only you. When forgive by reason when it start to heal. Yep, exactly. And I actually went through that, and for
that's a good.
me,
That is an excellent point
yeah,
because first of all, you have to forgive yourself.
yep,
You did not. This is not your fault, and you didn't make the mistake.
that's right.
And yes, you do have to. You don't forget, but you do have to forgive that person so that they won't rent space in your head rent free.
And for me, when I found out I had leukemia, is when after I started going through my treatments, I started making phone calls because I didn't know what was going to happen. I lived the day for day. But when I made those phone calls and said, "I forgive you," it came out. We spoke to those who did this with me and to me, and I felt much better because I forgave them. I will
Hmm.
never forget it, but I forgave them. And it's amazing on when you take that step, like, to start your healing, that is a strong statement right there.
Yep.
Because that's what I did to where I can start healing. I made my phone calls and I had the conversations with those who I needed to talk to that were still alive at that time and say, "I forgive you." And then I moved on. Whatever they do with it is their business. But I feel better knowing that I did that because
The and
it's year for you.
and the reason that I say you got to forgive yourself is because you still feel the guilt that I did something wrong.
Exactly. But I had to do it first. I had to forgive myself first. And then I contacted those that I can contact and have that conversation. And that was the end of it. Done. You have to. Momster, hello, good morning, and welcome. It is a relief to hear all of you. So many things have been hidden over the years because of threats or just pride. Yes, Mark, you are right about all what you say. Keep the light on. We cannot go back. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
True.
Thank you, Monster. That means a lot.
And I'm glad we had this topic today because that's part of being a witness to what you experience, no matter what it is, good or bad, because it's what you learn from it and help others get to that other side, the positive side. And I think that's the message for today. So before we get ready to end the show, Regina, is there anything you have as far as that you would like to promote? And any final thoughts? Janice, hello, good morning, and welcome.
Morning,
Jen,
Janine. Now, see, I'll be on Friends Selling with Friends this afternoon. My time is 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. And then tomorrow I am on um, Ellen's Enchanted Emporium. We are having a no, that's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Geez, what
Yep.
day is it? Yes, tomorrow's the hump day auction. Ooh, I'll be
Yep.
right. I'll be back here with you, Johnny. Thursday is Ellen's Enchanted Emporium. She's having a multi-seller sale. We're going to start at 2:11 Eastern, and I think there's about 10 or 12 of us. It's going to be selling, so it's going to be fun.
And
And
that is so true, Wendy.
kindness, yes, kindness. Spread the kindness.
That's right.
It is free.
My parents thought I was kind of, so I had to be strong. Yep. Yep. Exactly. It's like, who is going to believe you, even though you may be a child? Who's going to believe you? And that's just
Yep.
things that we go through. Mark, what do you got going on this week?
Friend selling with friends today. Me and Jen are going to be on there for about 6 hours.
Yep.
And then Michael is going to be with Denise's Magical Emporium Wednesday evening at 8
Wow.
p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. And I'm going to be with Janice Wednesday morning. I'm going to be with her today and tomorrow.
Bye. Love you. Have a good day.
She said she was 14 years old. Ellen says, please, if a child tells you they are being abused, believe and protect them. Exactly. Yes. And of course, guess what? Ditto. I will be on the Friends Selling with Friends today, but at 1:30. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time, that is. I've been
up since 5, so
a.m.
it will
That's
be
all.
fun.
You've been up
Jen,
since
I got up at 2.
I got up at 2 as well. 2:21 to be exact.
Oh,
But I got out of the bed.
not
after I did
me.
my morning prayer. 2:21 is when my feet hit the floor after I did my morning prayers that I do every morning when I wake up. So yeah. So with that being said, thank each and every one of y'all. If you have any topics you would like for us to discuss, don't forget to email myself at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com or to Guys Vintage and Resell, and we'll be glad to turn it into a topic for the morning show or even on a Monday evening show. If you have any topics that you would like to share, and we can even do it on the Wind Down Monday, bring you on as a guest, let us know. We'll turn that into a show too as well. That way people can ask those questions. And as I say before, in each and every show,
Yay, Jen.
love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now. You hear? And if you want to come after the show's over, that link is at the top of the chat. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, Michael.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. See the special man. You got